if the vegetables, have a bruise, if the bread is day old, and we didn't have anywhere to take it, so it was just going to the dump.
Sell-by dates and unsightly marks on produce often sentence perfectly edible food to the landfill. It's a problem that has plagued grocery stores and restaurants for decades.
There are all these places that have great edible food that just goes to waste, things that people won't buy.
This wasted food is what inspired a group of concerned citizens to take a bite out of the problem. In 1996, Table to Table was formed.
The founders realized, wait, people can eat this and are willing to eat this.
Using their own vehicles, the group began taking food destined for the dump and instead delivered it to food pantries and other nonprofit organizations.
For two reasons. First, we can feed people, and second, we can rescue this food and keep it out of the landfill.
The group hasn't stopped growing since.
The first year, about 50,000 pounds, which seems like a lot, but we're up to 2 million pounds now.
In just 20 years' time, Table to Table now saves 40 times more food than it did during that first year.
The single biggest thing that led to our growth from 50,000 pounds to 2 million pounds was our volunteers and the ability to actually get in those vans, go pick food up, and go deliver it.
There are around 75 volunteers who regularly make deliveries. Each one of them is needed to keep this well-oiled machine running smoothly from week to week.
We do around 350 pickups and about 420 deliveries.
Meet Dina, who has volunteered at Table to Table for a decade.
Today I'm actually moving like 22,000 pounds of food.
Dina drives one of the big trucks that the organization rents out for larger deliveries. She is quick to share the lessons she learned early on.
Oh, that's the other thing you learn right away. When you have food on pallets in the back of the truck, you don't go around corners fast. There's a lot of inertia way in the back of the truck.
With all the great nonprofits in Iowa City, I asked Dina, why Table to Table?
And the concept of food being wasted and thrown away, it's just pretty horrifying. So
she added that it only takes 2 to 4 hours a week to save thousands of pounds of food.
You can get a lot of positive impact in a short period of time.
We took this load to the Crisis Center, where it will be distributed to those in need through its food pantry. That's a key factor to the success of Table to Table. They don't store any food, keeping a big chunk of cost out of its operations. And to take that product directly from the stores to the nonprofits requires multiple moving parts.
Okay, that's it. That's my big job.
With some extra space at its new headquarters on South Capitol Street, the organization has been able to expand to 8 delivery vans. Dee Dee has also been volunteering for 10 years.
Mainly because I think food is basic. Everybody needs it, and we waste a lot of it that's actually very usable.
She sees firsthand the impact Table to Table has by donating additional time to a food pantry.
I also volunteer at the Crisis Center, so I see the food go back out to people, and I see how grateful they are.
On this day, her route included a load of food from Hy-Vee. After packing it up, we deliver it to the Hawkeye Area Community Action Program, where low-income families will be able to take home nutritious food to eat.
By doing something little, you can impact people a lot.
It evokes a feeling of satisfaction that Dee Dee hopes more people can experience.
Just give it a try, because it's positive and it's fun and it's worthwhile.
And I mentioned nutritious food. I hope you noticed that the deliveries I tagged along with was not just non-perishable items.
About a third of it is fresh produce, meat, and dairy.
Table to Table is one of the first food rescues in the U.S., and we are lucky to have it operating in our community. Part of the reason they are uncommon is because of the large amount of work required to make a project like this successful. But Nikki says that effort is well worth the reward.
It seems like a simple thing. Go pick some food up that would otherwise go to waste and deliver it. It is complicated in its operation, but it's a simple concept and really important to our community.
How many vans do you guys have?